Hello YouTube, what's up? My name is Kari Matsushima and welcome to my channel. Today in this video we are going to be reviewing planners. More specifically, we will be covering teacher planners. So let's get started. So initially when I was starting this video and thinking about what to do, I realized I had to do some cheaper options as far as teacher planners go, and so I headed on to Amazon and I took a browse around. I had to be really picky about what to pick because some of them were not teacher planners, but I eventually ended up settling on this one here, and I'm just double checking the pages just to make sure that it's everything that a teacher would want as far as their planner goes. And then yeah, I decided it was pretty good, and I decided to purchase it for this video. So even though we do live here in Hawaii, we do get Amazon mail pretty quickly. And so this arrived, I think, in about 2 weeks or so to my house. And it was nice that I could just ship it directly here instead of having to buy it from somewhere else and go outside, especially during this pandemic. But I was just taking a look at the cover, and I really liked how actually durable it was. It wasn't just simply made out of plain paper, which is nice for me because I really use my planner a lot, especially during the school year. I always bring it everywhere that I go on campus. And then of course I started to leaf through and look at some of the pages, and well, I don't know what that is, but but yeah, just looking through it, some of the pages, kind of checking out what it actually had to offer. And this is something that I personally just like to look at, and I may use it or I may not use it. I know some teachers religiously use those parts of the planner. I may not necessarily always use it all the time. And yeah, I was just kind of taking a look at how the months are rolling. I really like that on the top of every single page it had a quote or some kind of special saying for each month. And I just also enjoyed that everything was printed out for me. I didn't have to write anything inside of the planner because some planners do come blank. And it's always very tedious for me, and sometimes I would mess up the dates. So I just really, really enjoyed that this was printed and it was all filled out for me. Also, I really enjoyed the color scheme of this planner, this nice minty green color. I know some people might get bored of just having one particular color, but I'm not that picky. It is nice to have additional colors, but if you're looking for something like this that was $20 and it's shipped directly to your house, and it's free shipping as well with Amazon Prime, then this is a really great option for people out there. I actually very, very much enjoyed this planner. I'm thinking about hopefully shopping for more planners on Amazon again in the future. It was also really nice to know that there's some note pages at the end because I do take a lot of notes, and I had a nice surprise as well for this scientific model at the back. I'm not sure why they included that in there, but it's there. And we also found out that there is a United States map, and we're there in Hawaii right here. So yes, it was just a very interesting planner, and it was pretty well made, and it's decent enough to get the job done, especially for me, if I just need something to write in and plan out my day. This is a great option to use for any teacher in any field. Well, I went back onto Amazon to find something that was kind of like a middle range planner, and so eventually I found this one here, and so I wanted to review this one as well today. Now, I just want to start off with saying that when this planner came, I was blown away at how the cover looked. I really liked how the cover looked for this particular planner, and it literally is just $10 more than what the other planner was, but I love how this planner looked here. And also it was nice to have it inside of the packaging. The previous $20 planner did not have any packaging like that on the outside at all. And so it kind of just arrived in a box and was like, here you go, this is your planner. So this one was definitely a little bit of a step up from what the previous planner was. And again, I just love the cover, love the way that it looked. Love the feel of it inside of my hands, and it was a pretty good size planner as well. This one is a little bit on the heavier side, a little bit thicker than the previous planner. The other one was really like light and thin and just easier to travel with if you're that, you know, type of teacher where you're just on the go all the time. It also was nice that they had that free printable section on the bottom. I didn't actually get around to checking out what the free printables was, but you know, it just was a nice option, I guess, to have it there. And of course, it has the standard communication log, and it had some other pages that the previous planner did not, like, oh my god, graph paper. Teachers love graph paper. And already it came with grade books, which I don't personally use inside of my planner because I just like to do it on some other piece of paper. That way, we do have to turn in our grade books at the end of every year, so I just do it on another sheet of paper and I turn that in instead of my planner there. Now, I also did like that it had a planning section in the front of the month and also these lovely quotes as well. It was a little bit thin though, of course, the paper as usual. And then another thing that I noticed is this is a planner where I have to fill in everything. And again, I am just the type of person where I do not necessarily want to fill in everything for the planner, even though the color scheme is definitely a lot better, and you know, just every month and every section was different for the planner, but just having to fill in every single month is gonna just kill me if I use this planner. I also noticed that the tabs for every month were very thin, and I didn't really like that part either in case I might accidentally rip one of those tabs off. But yeah, it was also nice to just kind of see the back, and ooh, surprise back pocket as well. So that was also a nice little feature that I did not know that this planner actually came with. And even though it is a planner that is blank, I think that it is a great option. It was very pretty. I did like how it looked. And yeah, I think for the price as well, it's a great planner to use. Okay, so now we're going to get into the slightly more expensive side of teacher planners, and this is going to be a website that I'm showcasing here, which is called Plum Paper. So Plum Paper is not a very well-known website, but it is one that I have stumbled across that has made some pretty good teacher planners, especially for the kinds of planners that I'm looking for. I just like that you could pick different sizes for them, and you can also customize your planners as well, which is really important to me. I know the other two planners that I showcased earlier were very standard and very specific, but I personally like to have the customization factor as a part of there. And you can kind of just see me playing around with some of the tools and some of the other features that they have. And in the end, I just decided to go with a very plain, borderless, no icon on the front there. I just wanted to keep it clean and simple for this planner here. And I don't know, for some reason I've been on this cactus kick for a while where I just really like that green cactusy vibe. So I just decided to use that as the cover. And these planners are actually going to be going to my coworkers as gifts, so I also wanted to keep it as clean and simple as possible. The other great thing about Plum Paper is you can choose the layout and basically design everything on the inside of your planner, which I really like a lot. I like the horizontal layout instead of the vertical. You could even type in every single subject line as well. I just usually leave it blank because I never know what's going to be happening during the new school year, especially with my school when there's a lot of different things happening every single year. So I personally always just leave it blank. The other great thing about Plum Paper is having the features to add on different things. So it did come out to be a little bit more expensive for this particular planner because I was adding certain things on that I just personally prefer. So like having lined note pages and also putting stickers that accompany this planner as well. So I just personally put those in there, and it did bring up the cost a little bit of the paper as well. So as far as the planner goes, you know, you can just do a strictly get the planner and you do not really have to design it. But if you're more into the detailing like how I am, then this could be a great option for you. It wasn't necessarily that expensive to add on all these things and to customize the planner to the way that you wanted it. But yeah, it's just a great option for you guys to have. And in the end, even with shipping straight here to Hawaii, because you know shipping is always a pain in the butt, but shipping here to Hawaii, it came out to be about $50, which is not bad for shipping it here to Hawaii and making sure that it arrives and it's in great condition. And there she is. I really liked Plum Paper for the fact that they send their planners inside of these lovely boxes. And I know I'm not the only one that enjoyed these boxes. My cat also really likes these boxes as well, but it just makes it more professional and it keeps the planner intact, especially, you know, when shipping things to Hawaii, because it always is a little bit scary when shipping things here. You never know if they arrive broken or anything else like that. I really liked as well that they did bubble wrap it and they tried to keep it as protected as possible, because yes, this planner was $50. It was not necessarily that expensive, but it also wasn't that cheap either. And of course, I had some fun playing with the bubble wrap here, just because, you know, it's bubble wrap, and I had a lot of fun popping that after this video here. But looking into the contents of what's inside of the box, Plum Paper does send you a little card here that allows you to test out the material that they make it from. And of course, there's some other papers inside of here about what to win from Plum Paper. So I'll be kind of looking at that card later on inside of the video there. And of course, we also have the sticker pack that we ordered. So I'm so excited to dig into that as well, especially because that was a little bit of an additional cost. And then there she is in all her glory, her cactus glory there. Now this planner, I do want to say, is a little bit on the smaller end. I personally do not actually order these size planners. Just for this video, I guess I wanted to do a different sort of size. Usually the size that I go for planners is the 9x11 sizes, but this one is a little bit of a smaller size here. And it was quite thick, if I must say so myself. It was a very thick planner, but you know, that's just teacher life for you. You're going to have some thick planners there. The beginning is obviously all of the standard things that most teachers use or they like to look at when setting up their classroom or during the year. I really like that this planner had thick cover pages for each and every single month, and it also had something on the inside of that as well where you could plan or you could goal set. Again, I really like that this planner has everything printed for me. I really do not like having to write everything. The color scheme is also nice as well. I kind of like how each month is different. And I also did add in these note pages at the end, which I prefer because I always take notes at the end of the month, or if I have ideas or I'm brainstorming, that's where I write things down. And again, you know, it's a very nice planner. It's a very good, solid planner. I really do like these planners a lot. And they had a little section here at the end as well. Again, for, you know, teachers to use. It's kind of like a tracking or, you know, just additional things that people can write in there. I didn't necessarily use that many of these pages, to be honest, in most planners, but again, people are different. Some people will use them and some people will not use them. So it's just personal preference. I do like that they included it inside of there in case people do use it, but for myself personally, I may not have used it that much. Let's see, we're going into some student contacts and some other pages like that. So they have a lot. This planner did come with a lot. This is, you know, everything that's included in their standard teacher planner, which I do appreciate that they give you all this extra in case you want to use it. And I do like these checklist pages at the end. I may not personally use them, of course, because I just prefer to print out my own checklists, but you know, other people may use that. And I definitely got some more note pages at the end, which I definitely would use if that's the case. The other nice thing about this planner is that they had some just extra graph paper, which I appreciated so much. And of course, a contacts page and other things like that. And stickers. So they do include more stickers at the end. I did buy the sticker variety pack, but you don't necessarily need to buy the sticker variety pack. This planner does come with additional stickers that are a part of it. So usually they're pretty good. I don't usually buy the extra sticker variety pack, but I wanted to buy it just to kind of see what they would offer as a part of that. And yes, of course, last day of school. Best days are always first day of school and last day of school. I don't know about you, but that's mine. And oh, yes, of course, back pocket. Double-sided back pocket, I must say. And also we have the plastic pocket as well. So these just came as a part of the planner. Um, I have to double check if that plastic pocket I ordered, but I don't think so. So they're just nice additional things that come with the planner that I appreciate, and it's a very thick planner. The only thing I noticed with this planner is there's some little bits and pieces of paper that falls out of the planner whenever they ship it to me, but other than that, it's not a big deal. Now let's get into these stickers, because I know if you're a teacher, you definitely appreciate any stickers that you get. I've had some teachers who keep stickers from like 10 or 20 years ago, so you guys are out there. I know you guys are. But just looking at them, they're your standard stickers that people usually use for planning. There's things for meetings and IEPs and reminders, and oh god, I just love to use them to totally, you know, spice up your planner and make it interesting and exciting. I had a hard time trying to put it back into the package, but I'll put it back in there later. Just looking at this cover material page, I really liked this so that they could show you how durable their planner is as well, that it's not very rippable for the cover, and I believe it also said that it was waterproof as well. So I really liked that, you know, they added this as a part of a component to demonstrate what their planner is able to do. And so next we're moving on to another great planner site that I like to also use as well, which is Purple Trail. Purple Trail is very similar in the sense to Plum Paper. It's just I found with Purple Trail they are able to customize your planner much more thoroughly than what Plum Paper is able to do. So that's why I really did enjoy using Purple Trail a little bit more than Plum Paper. Now, I went with this marble theme for this particular planner because I was doing a lot of, I guess, floral patterns and things like that. So I decided to try something different with this planner here. And as you can see, as I'm playing around with the design factor on top of Purple Trail, it is a lot more in-depth. So some people may not necessarily like this personally, having to design both the front and the back cover of their planner and being able to control all of those factors as well. I did mess up a couple of times during the designing when I was just playing around with it. So it's not necessarily something easy that everybody is able to do. But again, if you're into that personal touch of being able to design and add different fonts or things like that to your planner to make it specific for yourself, then of course, by all means, this is a great website that designs these planners for teachers and of course for other people as well, but I specifically use it for teaching, and it's just nice to have that ability to be able to do that and design it however you want to. So I just tried to keep this planner again as simple as possible when I was designing it, and of course I wanted to make sure that it had a laminated cover, and I selected the pages that were also there, which again, you can change this up as much as you want, however you want to. It's very customizable with that fact, which is again a reason why I wanted to showcase this website with their planner as well, because I felt again that it was as good as what Plum Paper is as well. And of course, there's add-on features that teachers can put in there for their particular planner. Again, I added in a couple note pages because I personally just like to take notes at the end of things. And I also did add in a sticker pack, just like with Plum Paper. Plum Paper sticker pack only came with 2 pages
of the extra stickers. So I'm hoping with this one here I did get a little bit more, which it does look like I do get a lot more for the teacher planner sticker set, which I'm super excited. It's just that the cost did go up as well for this particular planner with all of the additional add-ons, and it came out to be about $64 along with having to ship this planner as well. So it did arrive inside of the box just like with Plum Paper, and it actually shipped to my classroom, which I don't know why I had it shipped to my classroom, but apparently I just wanted it shipped there. But I had to bring it home, and then I opened it up over here instead. But yes, I did like how they also took care to mail this planner in good protective packaging so that you can keep it safe and it doesn't get damaged in any way as well. There's, of course, more wrapping and more bubble wrap. So another great thing about buying these planners is just being able to unwrap all of these things here. It's kind of like Christmas in May or June for me. So it's just nice to get something inside of the mail. And of course, this planner also had a lot of products that are offered, and they really tried to take care to make sure that the planner was very well packed and taken care of when being shipped. So I really like that factor as well because, you know, again, I want to pay for a product that is taken care of and doesn't arrive to me broken. So it's nice I got a 20% off coupon, which I hope I can use in the future, but I'm not quite sure because, again, I buy planners yearly, so I don't always need to have more and more planners. And there's that sticker pack that I'm looking forward to opening, especially because they had a lot more that came with it and versus Plum Paper. And now let's get into this planner here. Again, this planner is also smaller. I found that it is actually smaller than the Plum Paper planner, even though supposedly they're supposed to be the same size. And with this planner as well, there's always like a bit of debris or like paper scraps that always comes as a part of the planner. So just be careful when opening it up, especially if you're a person that likes to have a nice clean kind of planner. It comes with a little bit of stuff there. But just looking at this planner, it has the standard calendars, and it goes straight into our monthly section here. So there's more of those paper bits that we have, and I just like how it is very clean cut. Again, it also has the months and everything laid out for me, so I don't necessarily need to have everything printed for me. It just is so much easier. I also like the color scheme. This one is a lot more just clean cut and straight up, this is what it is type of planner, if you're looking for something like that. So the planner itself may not have had all the extra add-ons like how the Plum Paper planner did. There's those extra note pages that I did pay for, which is nice. It doesn't always have to come at the end of every month. I also did appreciate it inside of the back there. But again, this planner may not have had as much of the additional pages that the Plum Paper had as well. So it's a little bit different in that sense. But again, I personally don't mind not having those pages in there. And here we are going to be digging into our sticker book, which I'm so excited to actually be looking at because, to be honest, I love stickers and I love decorating my planner, and it just is a great experience for me to decorate it. I'll probably be doing another video where I deck out my planner and how I like to kind of do things. But yeah, it's just nice that it came with a whole bunch of stickers that I could use for this planner if I wanted to. Just things to remind me about certain events inside of the school year and things like that. And I actually got 6 sticker pages, which I thought was a pretty good deal there. So I think Purple Trail did a really good job with this planner here, and I was very happy with it. And finally, we are at the end of our planner reviews, and we are going to be looking at the Erin Condren teacher planners. Now, this is the holy grail of all planners because she is the one who did, well, I personally believe, started all of the teacher lesson planners in the beginning, and this was the first one I was introduced to. Now, the one thing I think is funny is I couldn't find at first where her teacher planners was until so I initially went on to the website too early, which is why her planners were not released yet. But that's okay. I went on during the actual release date and I was able to see the planners that she had to offer. Of course, her selection does give a lot of variety as well. And I feel like her website was the one who started this all for me. I had a coworker from one of my previous schools that actually introduced me to her products, and it has always just stuck with me. I know that her products are great, and I've always loved the designs and just being able to pick everything out. And this is why she is at the top of the list for my teacher planners. However, with that being said, her planners are also generally quite expensive. So when I started building this particular planner here for the review, the price range was already quite high. So I don't know if you noticed, but it was already $55. And this is typically how her planners run. They are very well made, I will say that. You do have the design element and the design features just like with Plum Paper and Purple Trail. But again, you're paying for a much more expensive and much more higher quality product. You are buying her particular product with her label on it. I know in the past she actually had planners when she was first making them that were a little bit more reasonable, but I guess over the time period she has increased their price, and I've just noticed that it has gotten a little bit more expensive as the years have gone by. But even if her planners may be expensive, you know that you are getting a quality planner and that it is specifically made for teachers. So she does include things inside of her planner that are specifically meant for us. So it's good to know that even though her planners may be on the expensive side, you are getting something that is worth it and is specifically made for planning and teaching. Now, when I was ordering this package, it did come with a little sticky note, and the total price at the end was still around $55. And so finally, when the box arrived at my house, I was very pleased to know that it is shipped inside of a box. So she does take care to have her packages packed and shipped. The only thing I noticed when I opened the package was that the planner wasn't necessarily wrapped in the bubble wrap. It was just wrapped with this simple tissue paper. I also did receive the free note cube that was given for this particular planner promotion for the launch of 2021 for this school year. And of course, she has a little pamphlet inside of here that just shows what her products are about and, being an EC insider. When I actually looked at the box again, there was bubble wrap inside of there, and I wasn't sure why it was a part of that like that. But just looking at the planner, it is very nice. I love the bookmark. I've always used that particular bookmark with this planner here in order to just keep track of where I'm going. Her covers for her planner, I find, are one of the best for laminated covers. I personally just love them, and it's nice that they're interchangeable. I usually don't really do the interchangeable cover planners because I always put the date on top of my planners, but I like to use her covers for other reasons, so I'll use them for myself as like decorative write on and wipe off boards and things like that. And her planner does come with the standard graph paper, of course, but also note pages and other things that teachers would like in the beginning. The Purple Trail planner, if I remember, did not necessarily come with all of these extras inside of it, but again, it's, you know, dependent on if people use them or not. Just looking at the planner as well, it is visually stunning how we have all the different colors and the different patterns that come with each and every single month. I love that it's also filled out for me. I don't have to fill in anything there. And yes, it's just a very nice planner. I also do like about Erin Condren that the paper is thicker as well. So these planners that are on the more expensive side do come with thicker paper. And she also has a couple of extra pages at the end, in addition to a student checklist. I don't always use the student checklist, but she includes it as a part of her planner here. And always at the end, she includes with the planner these, like, usually plenty of stickers that teachers can use for their own personal decoration with their planner, or to mark off special dates or events and things like that. These just automatically come with the planner, which is why I did not order a sticker book with this planner. You can order the extra additional accessories, but I did not, because I already knew from ordering her planners in the past. And I knew that it also came with this back pocket, which is a very nice bigger back pocket as compared to some of the other ones. So all of those extra stickers, usually I would stick them in there to just keep them in place. And also, she did give the extra folder on the back there, and even more stickers for you guys to be able to use in the future. So I know for her planner, it is pretty reasonable for the things that you are getting, since the other planners are add-ons. You will have to add on some of the other products in order to get those things, but for hers, you are paying for everything to come a part of her planner. And again, I just really love the front and the back covers. So after every year, I do pull them off and I use them for other things. I don't necessarily always just keep it on as a cover. I'll try to reuse them and repurpose them to be something else as well. So I'm trying to just put it back on here, but I am failing miserably at that. But, you know, I just do use them for that particular purpose over there. And that is the Erin Condren Teacher Lesson Planner.
And that's it, guys, for this video. I know it was a little bit long, but I thought it was a good and worthwhile experience in order to review all of these different teacher planners, especially when you got to see the prices of some of them, when they're definitely on the more pricier side, or, you know, you can evaluate the ones that you really find a bang for your buck for. I personally chose to go with Plum Paper and with Purple Trail. So these are the ones you guys saw inside of the video. And I feel like just for the things that you can do on top of their website is really awesome, and not too bad. They're not as expensive as the Erin Condren ones, but, you know, you still get a pretty good deal for these planners as well. However, the ones that did, of course, surprise me was these planners here, because obviously you can still get a decent planner on top of Amazon or on top of other places. It, of course, just depends on your preference and how you guys would like your planners to be laid out. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that like button or subscribe to my channel if you would like more content. And I will see you guys later. So, aloha!